When we open the door to new worldviews, groundbreaking ingenuity can enter the room. Inclusion empowers people like Nicole to be their full selves at work.
That was kind of, I think, the first time where I realized it was okay to show up, with my true self.
Don't forget, folks, Microsoft is so wokey dokey now, they even have stupid videos like this recorded. Ooh, let me have a look. 7 months ago. Black women, because you can't have white, in Artificial Intelligence Innovation Challenge. And what's laughably bad about this video, the black chick right here looks like an AI model, and this guy from Microsoft is just talking to her for the benefit of the viewers. Have a look.
And black women in AI.
Yes.
Again, our mission is to educate, engage, and
Oh my God, black women must educate.
Artificial intelligence.
And this guy looks as bored as hell. I would be too.
Our community and beyond our community, globally, we are a global organization.
Are you? Black women are a global organization? How dare she? She's AI. That's not a real person. She's AI. I'm telling you, she's AI, dudes and dudettes. Well, folks, it's Big Boobie Friday here on my channel. And speaking of boobies, my Mexican enchilada would like to say a few words. And then again, like most women I admire, it's better that she doesn't say anything at all. But on today's video, folks, South of Midnight, that video game from the Xbox Showcase this year, which made about as much applause, about as much reaction as a nuclear facility about to be blown up by the Russians. Well, on that one, folks, without further ado, let's get on with today's video. And yes, I'm absolutely amped up on coffee, the best drink ever, baby.
Something's here.
Who is this hero?
Could this really be it?
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog came here to motorboat fun bags and kick ass, and he's all out of titties.
It's a f***ing video game.
So this is a 30-minute documentary. I know, a documentary for a game that hasn't been released yet from Xbox. Xbox, the DEI champions out there who want you to buy this BLM-inspired game, because I'll tell you a bit more about this video game towards the end of my reaction. Listen, I'm not going through 30 minutes of this drivel just to tell you everything. I'm just snipping this apart bit by bit like a crazy mad surgeon. The surgeon that Bruce Campbell played in Escape to LA, which was a rather fantastic movie from 1996. Very underappreciated, by the way. Unlike this trailer or this documentary, which not being close to being ratioed yet, but it's getting there. And people, of course, are simping for this below in the comments. But have a look at that chin. I mean, as one commenter had pointed out, it's as big as Bruce Campbell's. It absolutely is. That's a horrible character design. Remember, folks, I'm going to say this part now. The character of Hazel, right here, you might as well call her Witch Hazel, like the herb or whatever it is, was a white female. Before this was Sweet Baby Inc. Infected, this game potentially could have been something that most people will be curious about playing.
In many ways, Midnight is about bringing people together, and magic is all around you. It's about learning empathy for people who aren't like you.
Should I be making people come together, perhaps? That'd be a better tagline.
It's so beautifully powerful, and I think that it just sort of leaps off the screen.
Because you're black. We made these concept songs for all of the creatures. It's not often you get that creative license.
I'm surprised to see white people in such a diversity-pushing video at the moment.
Paralleled with my
Adrian Ray. She's the voice actress and the mocap actress for the character of Hazel. Remember the Hazel who's hijacked the proceedings now because she's a BLM supporter, folks, and you gotta get her in there.
Coming up against all of
that's the guy from Misa.
Where she can communicate with them, heal them, learn from them. watching Hazel just fly through the world doing all of these things is just...
I'm not a big fan of the art style here. It's terrible. Weaving Hazel's journey. It should be weaving Witch Hazel's journey. Come on, get it right. Oh, wow, that dramatic violin, folks. It makes you want to fart.
Exploring sort of all of these abandoned farms and...
This guy looks really worried, by the way, throughout this documentary. I mean, a documentary is basically more than 30 minutes long, but whatever, pedantic, whatever again. It looks like somebody's on the offside of the screen with a loaded gun saying, David, you're going to read these BLM words and you better do exactly as we say. Otherwise, we're going to do naughty things to you afterwards involving a cushion and a pin. But quite seriously, what is very funny about this, and it's not even funny, folks. Again, the old documentaries I used to watch, remember when the Uncharted games came out and you had these sit downs on the round table with Amy Hennig and the cast of Uncharted, and they'll all be excluding or explaining various things they enjoyed about the game, the characters, the evolution of them, right? They love all that stuff, but here he's talking about when he was a kid and how he used to walk through swampy forests. All right, we know it's got to do with the game, but how about just pulling the viewer in the first couple of minutes and saying why we should play South of Midnight, y'all? Yeah, and by the way, this guy's not even from the South. They're lucky that there are people in the diverse development team who are from the South, y'all, so they can give their 10 pennies worth. I wonder if any of them actually listened to Lynyrd Skynyrd back in the day, that very misunderstood rock blues band. Diversity 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5,
task
6
of building a world.
Wow, look at that. I mean, already, bro, ESG, DEI scores are right in there. We don't care about this weave-wearing woman called Donna Washington who told a story to all of these white folks and maybe some of the black folks at Compulsion Game Studios, and apparently they walked away with a baptism of fire. Get out of here, man. I don't want to hear this bullshit. Let's carry on. Oh my word. Yeah, everybody looks like they're under hypnosis at the moment. Paul Whitney Clayton is being hypnotized during his interview. She's been made to say things she goes against. I'm not saying anything else about her character, but when you see these people sat down and they're not even enthusiastic about this game. It's like I'm sure this game went through a development hell cycle. Whatever started off as the original Inception, and it's now become this forced BLM piece and propaganda nonsense. Get ready, folks. You know the predictable text that's going to come out of this woman's mouth.
I was like, oh my gosh, that could really be me. Just her facial.
Oh my God, because I'm a person of diversity, I'm staring at somebody on the screen who's just like me. Admittedly, this woman's got a bit of a jutting chin, but what they did to it in the video game is even more hilarious. Just her facial structure resembled mine. So, Adrienne Ray, are you saying that you had plastic surgery before they reinserted it in South of Midnight? Is that what you're saying?
I had a background of what that accident.
Not a background, but a background, folks. Remember that.
We hope that one day you'll be able to play a character like that. But it's really important that Hazel's story is relatable to a lot of different people.
Oh my goodness. Play a character who looks so hideous beyond belief, but it's really important that Hazel's story is relatable to a lot of different people. What you mean, white folks, Indian folks, Chinese folks? How can they relate to a black person, a black character in a video game? How does that work again? Can you explain to me in 500 words or less? Can you do that for me? And I'll grade it out of 10, perhaps. It is such a redonkulous thing to actually say. Games back in the 2000s didn't do this stuff. It's like, bring out the next bro action shooter or murder mystery or whatever, you know, or a platform game, right? That's what you're excited about. Again, a lot of people of diversity don't like these games being pushed on them. I mean, look, if it's a game filled with ridiculous trend ideology, or a BLM-inspired diversity game, I might have to shoot for the latter, even though technically and really I wouldn't want to. You know, our tastes are catered on what we were brought up on, what we were influenced by, right? None of this nonsense about they're pushing out. It's a mind hive. That's what it is. It's a woke mind hive. That animation is so janky. I know this is meant to be stop still animation, but still, look at this. This crocodile takes a long time to swing around to hit her. Where's the challenge in this game? Where?
It's just a really strong message that there is a power in healing. You know, we can actually heal through our pain.
And it's a journey of...
Listen, do you know how it's a journey through finding empathy and what? Hang on. Is this a sermon? What is going on? Let's tilt my head like that. Buy my game, buy South of Midnight. It's on Xbox next year. I can't wait. God almighty. Right, see you later. Now, on the Steam DB chart, where is this? So it's only got 13,000 followers. And it's only 151 in the wish list, so that's not great either. And what's even more funnier about this whole situation is that when you think about the messaging behind this, I don't care. Listen, if you want a Deep South experience, okay, this is what I suggest. Watch True Blood, Bon Temps, Sookie Stackhouse. Watch those. Lafayette, played by that late great actor. If you want a real taste of that, watch all 7 or 8 seasons of True Blood. Yes, it got a bit janky towards the end.
Excuse you, it says ladies on that door.
So what you skank hoes doing in here?
Watch yourself, bitch.
I am, and ours is gorgeous.
And janky, which rhymes with wanky, is also the animation style of this game. Remember in the Xbox Summer Showcase, which I did a reaction to, by the way, all 42 minutes of my captured footage. And when they ran South of Midnight, it had staggering FPS issues. It was not going at the right speed. They even put an apology or something in the showcase for that, saying that, yeah, we're just trying to get this to run better. So even then, for a showcase that's going to be seen by millions of people around the world, and you couldn't even get that right. It's absolutely mind-numbingly ridiculous why Xbox are even backing this. But again, as I've said, Xbox are completely in the mind hive of BlackRock and Vanguard because, yep, they are a shareholder within the company, so they've got to get that ESG money, reclaim it before the next tax year in 2025, and I think it's absolutely hilarious. Is this game going to do well? Not really. I know people have said that Tales of Kinzera Zhao is actually a pretty good game, but again, if Abubakar Salim didn't come out there and start attacking the players and telling them they're racist for not wanting to buy the game and calling his career in Hollywood a thing of sympathy because he was black and he got these roles, which is absolutely unfounded criticism anyway. Why would he go out there and say that? The thing with Mr. Salim, he's an actor, right? So anything he says is a guy reciting his pre-rehearsed lines. But someone who doesn't pre-rehearse his lines, let alone this lovely Mexicana right here with the big babubos, is yours truly. And if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you leave a like, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more, and thank you very much for the new people who have subscribed, and thank you Team YouTube for recommending my channel more and more out there. I'm nearing, by the way, nearly 2 million views altogether on this channel, which is absolutely hilarious. But I got you and your 2 friends to thank for that one. And on that one, I'll catch you catching me for the return of the next video.